All right. So here, but you know how, so Tulsi said, since the beginning, since I announced, there's been a concerted effort, a coordinated campaign to trash her. So the day she announced, I don't know if you remember, the day she announced for president, NBC News ran this story. The Russian propaganda machine that tried to influence the 2016 U.S. election is now promoting the presidential aspirations of 2020 Democratic candidate Tulsi Gabbard. And so, do you know where they got this information from? They got this information from that company called New Knowledge, which we explained to you on our show before is completely discredited. Everybody was getting their information about Russian bots from a company called New Knowledge. New Knowledge was discovered to be inventing fake Russian bots and attributing them to Republican politicians. So they got caught. They were doing it so much, the chairman of New Knowledge got his Facebook page blocked. That's how bad he was at pushing propaganda and fake bots. But NBC News uses New Knowledge. They've already been discredited by this time, by the way. And they use them to launch this. And here, Katrina vanden Heuvel of The Nation says, what you think of Tulsi Gabbard isn't the point. What matters is we're witnessing influential media outlet equating dissenting foreign policy thinking with the Kremlin, essentially stigmatizing anyone who thinks differently. Yes, and why would NBC News... By the way, here's from NBC News. Analysts at New Knowledge, the company the Senate Intelligence Committee used to track Russian activities in 2016 election, told NBC News they spotted chatter related to Gabbard in anonymous online message boards, including those known for fomenting right-wing troll campaigns. This is from The Intercept. NBC News, to smear Gabbard as a Kremlin favorite, relied on a group that is heralded as experts without telling its audience about the major fraud which this firm just got caught perpetrating. So, do you understand when Trump says fake news, that half the country it lands because most of the time it is fucking fake news? Everything they said about Russiagate actually was fake news. This shit they're saying about Tulsi Gabbard is fake news. Everything they've ever said about Syria, Libya, Iraq, Honduras, fucking Venezuela is fake news. Only the corporate media could make Trump out to be a fucking truth teller. That's how bad they are.
Did NBC News respond to any of this?
No, they've never responded to any of this. No, they don't have to respond. And Glenn Greenwald said, LOL, several experts, they mean a firm that just got caught fabricating Russian bots on behalf of a Democrat so severely that they got banned from Facebook. And here's the guy, Jonathan Morgan. By the way, what did he do before he did that job? He was a special advisor to the State Department. So he's a fucking spook working inside the State Department. Now he's going to save us from Russian bots. And what he's actually doing is inventing them, so he's running a grift. That's what that's called. Oh, I'm going to save you from Russian bots. I didn't know there were Russian bots. Oh, I found them. That's what this is, and NBC News repeats it, right? And so Facebook suspended the account of Jonathan Morgan, the chief executive at a top social media research firm, after reports that he and others engaged in an operation to spread disinformation during a special election in Alabama last year. So he was caught doing the exact thing he's claiming that, oh, there's Russian bot chatter boosting Tulsi Gabbard. He's inventing those Russian bots. And then NBC News reports them. So Jimmy, you're saying NBC is working with Hillary Clinton? That seems like a conspiracy theory, right? Well, I don't know if you remember, here's Ed Schultz to tell you that the head of NBC News, Andy Lack, was joined at the hip with the Hillary Clinton campaign, and they had him fired. Watch.
Now, let me give you the opinion. I think the Clintons were connected to Andy Lack, connected at the hip.
The head of NBC News connected at the hip with the Clintons.
I think that they didn't want anybody in their prime time or anywhere in their lineup supporting Bernie Sanders. I think that they were in the tank for Hillary Clinton, and I think it was managed, and 45 days later I was out at MSNBC.
Boom. There you go. And by the way, everybody making a big deal about Shep Smith got pushed out because of Clinton. They fire people on the regular at MSNBC for Hillary Clinton because of the war. They fired Phil Donahue and Jesse Ventura and Ashley Banfield. They fired him just for covering Bernie Sanders. They do that all the time. So everybody making a big deal about Shep Smith getting pushed out because of Trump at Fox, that's fucking par for the course. That's right. Why are they acting like it only happens there? It's been happening at MSNBC since they went on the fucking air. That's why I'm here, to point this shit out, I guess. So that's why when Tulsi, thank you. When Tulsi Gabbard says that they rigged the last election and the corporate media and the DNC are rigging this election, that's exactly what she means. She means the corporate media are slandering her. They're trying to ruin her reputation. People like Hillary Clinton, the DNC, now they have all their minions repeating what Hillary Clinton said on television and in the press and on social media. That's it. Just like she had them pop up on the Pied Piper theory, she's doing that with her minions in the press too. They're all pushing these anti-Tulsi. Could you believe that all the negative press Tulsi has gotten, she's polling at 2% and they can't stop fucking talking about her? Why? It's because they're allergic to the truth, and she's the only one who's ever told the truth about our regime change wars. No one has ever told the truth about that we're funding terrorists. She says it, and that is why they gotta shut her down.
Just stop it!
Because
You're
they're
upsetting me.
What? No matter.